Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to Lifestyle Chapter. In today's menu, I'm going to show you how to make salt and pepper chicken wings. This is a very delicious and amazing recipe that I believe you will love it. So, lovelies, if you're first time seeing this channel, I welcome you to the family. Let's get started. So here I have about 3 pounds of chicken wings that is washed with salt and vinegar, which I'm going to season with some salt. And to that, I'm also seasoning it with some garlic salt. And here I have on some powdered onions. To that, I'm adding in some smoked paprika. And also I'm adding in some all-purpose seasoning. That's the Old Bay seasoning powder. And I'm pouring in about a half cup of soy sauce, dark soy sauce. So here I'm going to make sure I massage the seasoning very well on the chicken wings. That is what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm taking the time to do this to make sure the seasoning goes on well on the chicken wings. And this way it gives it a nice taste and it soaks very well, all the ingredients very well in the chicken. So here you have to make sure you take your time to mix it well and massage it well into the chicken. And then I'll be covering it with some transparent film. And I'll leave it there to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. So back to it, I'm taking the film off it. Now it's ready to be coated. So I have here a bowl that I'm going to pour in some cornstarch. So I'm going to pour in about a cup of cornstarch into the bowl. That is what I'll be coating the chicken wings with. You can use also all-purpose flour if that's what you want, but I prefer to use cornstarch, which is more healthier than the all-purpose flour. But it's up to you if you want to use either cornstarch or all-purpose flour. So what I'm doing right now is putting in the chicken into the cornstarch flour, and then I'm coating it nicely. So as you can see, I'm taking the time to coat each chicken wings with a cornstarch. And this is how it's looking after coating. Now I have some oil in a pan. That is what I'm going to use to fry the chicken. I had some old oil and now I'm adding in some new vegetable oil in a pan. I'm going to allow it to heat up because I'm going to do deep frying for this recipe. So I allow it to heat up well, and then I'll start dropping in the chicken wings. So here I'm making sure I fill every space in the pan with the chicken wings because I have a large quantity of it and I want to fry it in just 2 batches. It all depends on how you want it to be. but because I have a lot of chicken wings that I need to fry, I'm making sure I don't spare any space around. I'm just making sure to fill every part in the oil. So here I'm checking on it. You have to fry it for it to turn golden brown and crispy. It's going to be crispy because of the cornstarch that I used to coat it. So here I'm stirring it nicely and gently to make sure everywhere gets fried up. So as you can see, it is looking golden brown and nice. And this has been in the oil for about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. So now it's all fried up. I have a bowl with a paper towel laid in, and I'm going to take out the fried chicken wings out. That is what I'm doing now. So the first batch is all done right now. And look how beautiful and crunchy it's looking on the side. So I'll go ahead and continue putting in the chicken into the oil. That is going to be the second batch. And so I'll make sure there is no space left out in there. Like I said before, I want to make sure everywhere is packed with chicken in the oil. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. So now the chicken is frying nicely. And looking at it, it's looking crispy and juicy. And so I'm going to take it off, oil into the bowl, or the bowl with a paper towel in there. And then we are all set. So this is how our chicken wings is looking. It is looking golden brown, crispy on the outside and juicy in the inside. So the next thing for me to do is I'm going to get another pot or bowl ready on fire, and I'm going to add in some oil. I'm using the oil that I used to fry the chicken. And here I have some sliced onions that I sliced, and I have added it to the oil. I'm allowing it to saute for about a minute or two. So this is the process of doing the spicy vegetable for the chicken. So I'm opening everything up nicely to allow it to fry. So about 2 minutes, I added in the spring onions, the white part of the spring onions. That is what I've chopped into pieces. I've added that one also into it, and I'm stirring it nicely. I'm going to saute that for about a minute. And with this, you can use any vegetables you prefer. And also, I've added in some jalapeno peppers. This is spicy hot, and it's going to give the chicken some heat. So I've added that also in, and I'm stirring it nicely and gently. And it's going to stir fry for about 2 minutes. And also the scallions. That's the green part of the spring onions is also added into it. And I'm stirring it nicely and gently to make sure everything is sauteed well. And here you can also add in some salt. And to that, I also added in some soy sauce. That is going to give it more flavor and taste. And so this is how easy the salt and pepper vegetable is done for the chicken wings. So all that is left now is to stir everything nicely. And then I'm going to add in the chicken wings, the fried chicken wings to it. So I'll be adding about half of the fried chicken wings that I did because my kids can't have it because it is spicy. And so they'll be having the one without the spicy sauce on it. So lovelies, this is how our spicy chicken wings or salt and pepper chicken wings are looking. This is exactly what you find in our Chinese restaurants. I hope you look at it well and try your hands on. Go ahead to give it a try, and I promise you, you will do this and you love it, and you will never want to buy any spicy chicken wings from the Chinese restaurant. I made this at home and everybody loved it. And you can have this with your fried rice, your chow mein, anything that you want to eat it with, because it's a simple recipe and it doesn't take a longer time for it to get done. I decided to share this on YouTube for my YouTube friends to know how this is done. I usually get this from the restaurant, the Chinese restaurant. I always ordered for it. And I was like, why don't I give it a try? And when I did it, I loved it. It's just like the one you get from the any Chinese joint that you have. I hope you loved watching the video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.